Hi, it's Mark Bynum here, and welcome to our tutorial today on how to build a savings nest egg. And so whether that's for a future emergency, a deposit for a home, or even future children's school fees, getting into a disciplined savings routine is the core of any good financial plan. So what we'll show you today is how time and getting your money working harder for you can make such a big difference. So let's get started. If you go to the moneysandwich.com website, you'll come to this page. If you click over on the three green lines and go down to resources, scroll down further and you'll see online calculators and click there. If you go to the second calculator available, and I do recommend you have a look at all the different calculators available for you here free. Okay, so you'll see the Builder Savings Plan calculator. And if I scroll down a bit, I'll go through some of the things here. So you can put in an initial lump sum deposit if you want to get your plan off to a good start, if you've got some funds available, or as in this example, it's just starting with a $500 per month ongoing contribution. And its interest rate is 5%, and they put a term here of 5 years. So every month for the next 5 years. And if we scroll down a bit further, you'll see at the end of that term, based on those criteria, you'll have $34,000 there, of which $30,000 is the amount you've invested, and you've actually now got an extra $4,000 on top of that in interest. And what you have further down is a graph which basically shows at any point in time how much the balance is and how much interest you've earned over that time right through to the 5 years. So what we can do now is look at some of the variables you could have on this. And it might be the ongoing deposit is all you can afford. $500, it could be less, it could be $100. But as I was saying before, getting to a regular disciplined savings plan is so important. And one of the tips we often say is pay yourself first. So if you get paid weekly, get paid fortnightly, get paid monthly, make sure the first bill you pay is putting money into a savings plan. Because what a lot of us find, just human nature, at the end of the month, there's never any money left over to save. So pay yourself first is a great tip. So in this situation, it's $500 a month and 5%. Now, if we look at and $4,000 interest on the $30,000, if we change that to 10 years, and we just have to put the figure 10 in and then go enter, you can see 60,000, but it's not 4,000 interest, as in it's double the amount invested from 30 to 60. That 4,000 is not 8,000, it's gone up to 17,000. That's the effect of compounding over the years. So the longer the time frame you can leave and getting your money working harder for you, the better. The other thing too is the interest rate. So if I just put that back down to 5 years, the interest rate. Now, 5%, so it's not sitting in a normal cash account or term deposit. And that's one of the things we do recommend to our clients, or people I've recommended over the years, is that money in a standard bank savings account should be for your day-to-day expenses. Once you're serious about your savings and it's for the long term, you need to try and invest it so it's getting the best possible return, so it's working as hard as possible for you. And 5% is probably conservative to a balanced fund. But if you were to say have a growth or high growth type fund, which is just increasing the percentage you have in shares for any managed fund, and if we put that, say, to 8% and just put 8 and click tab, you can see that 30,000 has now, with interest, gone up to 36,700. It makes a significant difference just by getting your money working harder and increasing interest rate. If we change it to 10 years, you can even see that another 50% from 60 to 91,000, there's 31,000 that of interest you've earned just by allowing your money to sit there and let it work for you basically while you're sleeping. So I hope this has been helpful, and you can put in your own figures, whatever time frame you want. Put 20 years, see what it is, but also make sure it's an amount of money every month that you won't miss, that you can put aside and get into a disciplined type savings plan. So I hope you found this helpful. This savings plan for many Getting a savings and being disciplined is a struggle for many. So the purpose of providing these type of resources is to help you get a better understanding and more control of your financial situation. And you can always come back at any time, of course, or recommend these to your friends. I should also add that this is not personal financial advice, as we're just showing you how this calculator works and don't know your own personal situation of finances. And the investment returns I've just put in there are never guaranteed. They're based on historical data. Saying that, if you do need help for your own situation with one-on-one or group coaching, we are here to help. And if you want more comprehensive help with your investments and tax, please make sure you seek out the help of a financial advisor so you can get the most out of your financial situation.